Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have T. Wright, Professor Flowers, and D. Bish, Dustin Bishop in the house. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
What's up?
Man, nothing much, man. How y'all day?
Just a typical Tuesday. Busy.
I know I told one of my clients that, man, I'm ready for this week to be over. They're like, already? I'm like, yeah, I know, right? Just Tuesday. I'm ready for this thing to be over.
I was up your way today, man.
Huh?
I was up your way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, you must have some business to take care of.
Yeah, you know how I go.
Yeah, I know. I just started back working out. Well, I've been working out on and off, and I had a long day Monday, and I started feeling it today. I did biceps, triceps yesterday, so you know how it is.
The burn is good. It means you're working.
I know, man. I know. I'm trying to get back.
He was in there thinking about that Saints pick, Flower.
Man, I'm about to go try out for the Saints. I'm about to get some real talent in here.
I need to sign me.
I do want to give a quick shout out. Oh, yeah, I have it. Today is Jasmine LaFan birthday.
The great
birthday.
We just want to say happy birthday from VOF. We brought her on a couple months ago at an interview. So, yep, today's her special day.
Nothing wrong with May babies. I got one of them in a month.
Hey, there you go. No, February is a better month, but we ain't gonna go
That's
there.
Fine. You know what? We can go there since my son's born in February. I'm gonna let you make it.
Hey, there we go. Look, I said it for a reason. There we go. We got another February birthday here, Dustin.
Yeah.
February boys.
Oh, yeah. I started off.
I do want to get to a couple of promos. We have the football welder guy. He create these statues. So I just want to show him off a little bit. Yeah, he customized all this. I said I need to give me one, man. So he had Chris Olave and Jamal Williams.
And make a nice MVP trophy for somebody.
Yes, man.
I see a nice desk piece.
If you're a huge sports fan, go hit up Football Welder Guy. I'll put his links in the bio. Add that to your collection. That's a nice looking piece, man. Nice looking piece. So, and if y'all didn't know, we are brought to you by Bettis.
Yes, sir.
We got your game. Basketball, football, baseball, hockey, wherever you want. We have Professor Flowers hitting big on his picks, his bets. So
I'm decent.
Y'all want to win? I know. If you want to win some money, bet through Bettis. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need a little extra cash these days.
Mm-hmm. Inflation, one word.
Yes, indeed, bro. He said nothing but a word right there. All right. Let's go ahead and dive into fast break. Like fast break, yes, man. NBA playoffs.
Come on now.
Straight to the forefront. This is
You're right.
So we in round 2 of the NBA playoffs. 76ers beat the Celtics 119 to 115. James Harden. Where T got it?
Hey,
He
Where
be
he
jumping
at?
joy.
45 points, man.
Yeah,
45
was
points.
excited last night.
Dustin Bishop, what you think about that performance from James Harden?
I was surprised. To be honest with you.
I think a lot of
I
people
give
were.
it to him. I didn't think he had that in a minimum. To be honest with you, especially not against the Celtics. But I was impressed. So
You think he can keep that up?
Nah,
He said no.
I don't see.
Why is that?
Man, he just
Why
had
you
done
think?
it so, or has had to do it in so long. I just don't.
Mhm.
And based on his resume, I mean, even when he was in Houston, he kind of known to maybe have a big game and then just kind of fizzle out as the series
Mhm.
goes on. So, I mean, I don't see it. Not for four games anyway.
Yeah, I hear that. It was
It
kind
took
of
more
surprised.
games.
Yeah, nobody knew he had that in him. To be honest, I mean, we hadn't seen that performance since what 2 years ago, somewhere around there. So
It's been a minute.
it's been a minute. T. Wright, do you see the 76ers taking this round?
I think it's a possibility. It all depends on Joel to me, because I don't think they really have an answer for Joel. It all really depends on him. James not going. He only got a couple of them in the whole playoffs as a whole in him. But he probably not gonna do that too much more.
Were y'all surprised by the 76ers taking game 1?
I
Yes.
was.
On the road, who was at home? Boston was at home,
Boston.
Yeah, Boston's at home.
Right? That's
I've been
huge.
skeptical.
Especially with Embiid being out, I was surprised.
That's huge.
I've been skeptical of Boston for the past week or two now.
Mm-hmm. Flower, you think Boston should be worried a little bit here?
Yeah,
I think they should.
They lost without their best player. They lost to Philly without their best player.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think they should, man.
Really? So they should be on high alert, like red alert here.
Yes, and I honestly think it's because of the coaching. I don't got nothing against Missoula, how you pronounce his name. I ain't trying to butcher it or anything, but I think his hand is starting to show, and I only mean that far as when they had Udoka as the head coach, the defense was better. I feel like they're a little lackadaisical now on defense. Nobody's really holding them accountable on that end. Tatum showed up, Jalen didn't last night. But I started worrying when let me go back there real fast. I started worrying when I seen Atlanta kind of make this series interesting because I felt like they should have put them away,
Right.
4 or 5 games in. You let them go to 6 and it almost went to a possible 7, especially against Atlanta. And, Atlanta stole one in Boston. So I'm kind of skeptical because I kind of feel like Missoula gets out coached in some spurts. Now, as far as James Harden giving you 45 consistently, no. But if he can give you let's say 25 plus with some assists, if he can account for 40 points with points and assists, Tyrese give you 25, Tobias give you 20, and the bench, stays solid, they're gonna have a chance because Boston, I said they're lackadaisical on defense sometimes. I kind of feel like they just go through the motions and they just I don't know. I just feel like we still think of the Boston from last year that locked people down, and it's not that right now. So I'm skeptical of it.
So yeah, it seemed like the Celtics were kind of surprised. Yeah, you're right about the defense. They seem like they're not interested in playing it. They're just worrying about scoring and basically playing that type of basketball.
This really the Eastern Conference Finals right here this year.
Yeah, I just about to ask this too. Which team need to make it to the final? Which team needed more? The 76ers or the Celtics? Who need to make this jump?
let me throw this out here. If Boston falls apart, if they'll make it to the finals, I kind of think Jaylen Brown is 1 foot out the door. That's just my honest opinion. I don't think Jaylen Brown is going to be there next year. He'll be a free agent. I think he's going to go to Houston. I'm going to throw that out there right now. I think Jaylen Brown's going to be in Houston when we make it a double. I really do. I just don't know what it is about Boston, but they're lucky that Embiid's not playing because they have no answer for Embiid. And for Philly to steal one this early, man, they better hope Embiid don't get back anytime soon.
I know that's right, because they having a hard time stopping the 76ers without Embiid. Man, I can't imagine when they do get him back. So, Dustin, you feel like if the 76ers don't make it to the finals, the team basically going to break up? Some pieces going to leave?
I mean, probably. I mean, I don't know how much of a change they would make, but I think Doc Rivers would be gone.
Ooh. Okay.
He's come up short too many times, and man, he can only ride that Celtics championship for so long.
I know, right? He keep pointing like, "Hey, y'all remember this right here? Don't forget what I did."
That's pretty much all he riding. I mean, he's a good coach, but I mean, he just can't. It doesn't seem like he can make that, get to the finals again. And he failed the Clippers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clipper blew up in his face.
Embiid hadn't been to the conference finals yet.
Yep.
I know.
So yeah, I think his job is in jeopardy.
So let's say.
But I do agree. I think Jaylen Brown might go to Houston if they don't win championship. Yeah, he may. Mm-hmm. I think he's tired of being Robin. Mm-hmm. Even though I think he makes a better Robin than he would a Batman.
Right.
I think he see more success being a Robin, but I think he's tired of playing second fiddle to JT.
I think he feel like he's better than Tatum.
I mean, he can play better than Tatum.
That's spicy right there.
But,
I feel like he feels that sometimes.
I mean, to be honest, I don't feel like Tatum is that much better than Brown, but it's just that Jason Tatum's 6'10". Like,
true.
Who you taking?
Yeah, you got height.
6'10" guy every time.
What is Jalen? What 6'6" maybe?
6'7", 6'5", 6'6", yeah.
Okay, 6'6", 6'5",
that ain't
6'6".
too bad though.
I mean, he's a two-way defender. He's getting better offensively. Definitely over the past 2 years, I've seen him, evolve his game. But just like it's like they step on each other here and there. Like last night, Tatum had the 39, and Brown, like he wasn't getting involved, especially late. So I don't
think they complement each other well. I don't think they play off each other.
And then Tatum is more. I mean, he's just more marketable. He got that look.
Yeah, that's true. Tyler, so whoever wins this series between the 76ers and Celtics, is that team going to the finals?
Yes.
Basically.
Because you got the Heat and Knicks left, and both of those teams are better than the other two teams.
I'd be scared of the Heat right now. I'd be scared of the Heat right now, man.
I don't so much fear the Heat. I just fear Jimmy. Jimmy's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't know what kind of mood you're going to walk in, but if you come in a bad mood, get ready. You about to go off.
A 50 ball.
All right. So let's go on to the next game. The Suns lose to Nuggets 87-97. Flower, you shaking your head over there. What's going on over here, man? KD down 0-2. With
fan.
Book from Moss. Is he from Moss Point? We play ball in Moss Point.
Yeah, he played in Moss Point.
Yeah, see, yeah, y'all can have him. Y'all you can keep him light skinned guys over there. Soft.
But I mean, you see, Chris Paul crashed out, and boom, there went the offense.
Yep. Come on,
That
T.
quick.
Right? What's going on?
They doomed anyway.
It's bound to happen, man. It happened every season. It happened every
Fine.
play.
So what's the problem here? Like, it's just they don't have no bench.
They're too top heavy.
Yeah.
And Book and KD, like Book is playing probably the best basketball of his life right now. But him and KD just don't. You know, and KD like he done lost a step too.
KD,
they don't miss.
And
It seems like
Murray
KD's
been
like taking a
balling,
step back,
Murray been balling like y'all must have forgot.
y'all don't know who I am.
Y'all must have forgot.
Can we be honest? I mean, they like Durant and Booker and them. They haven't played enough games for us to be too naive. I think we were too naive just because we get too naive because of names. And you know, if you don't look at the overall scene of it, they haven't played enough games together for one. Chris Paul is too damn old. They need a younger point guard right there. And they need some more depth on the bench. They traded away all the depth. So they're too top heavy. You playing somebody like Denver, you know, they can throw 3 or 4 bodies on Durant and Booker. But like I said, as soon as Chris Paul left out of there, you know, they turned flat, man. Everything became
They
easy.
move the ball. They can't move the ball.
And Jokic, go ahead.
The Suns bench ain't this bad, but they got like Terrence Ross. He's not a bad player. He didn't even play. They got somebody else that Monty didn't play that they got. Landry Shamet didn't play.
Nope. Don't get it. He only playing 6 or 7 people.
I don't understand. I don't understand why they're not playing. Those are quality role players.
Durant and them cannot play 40 plus. You see, like I say, Chris Paul's gone. I see Cameron Payne's back. You know, that's good, but yeah, I mean, that's not the answer.
Right. So, Dustin, if KD loses this, man, let's say the Suns get swept. What's happening? What's going to happen with KD and Book and Chris Paul? What's the game plan, or what's the future
I
looking
don't know
like?
what's going to happen. Jamal Murray, Kevin Durant, and Jokic.
Oh, man.
He should have thought about that in the first place.
That's wild. Where do KD turn to now? Like, I mean, he won it out of Brooklyn. Now he with Phoenix. Phoenix is not looking good for Phoenix. They have no answer. Aiden cannot stop Jokic.
Nope.
Cannot.
Can't even get a rebound.
He gonna call Bron up this Sunday. Hey, Bron, man. Hey.
All right, call Kyrie again.
Kyrie's a free agent. He'll be a free agent.
Trying to get to LA.
Hey, how about Kyrie go to Phoenix and Chris Paul at the door?
Makes sense.
And
I don't like that at all.
It makes sense, but I don't see it.
Like, you ain't gonna do my ball. You ain't gonna do my boy like that.
No, I'm saying like he'll be out of there, but I'm saying like them 3 scorers, they gonna be fighting over the ball.
I think Kyrie at this point of his career can facilitate and score when you need to. Yeah,
man,
like I feel like
talking about Kyrie. I love watching Kyrie play, but Kyrie not taking the facilitator role.
Nah,
he can do it though. He can do it. It's not like he can't.
Of course
do
he
it,
can.
but...
I mean, of course he can. He has the ability to, but Kyrie got way too much of ego.
And I think Book has earned this team to himself.
I don't know. I don't think he's enough.
I mean, look,
he is with the right pieces around him. He would be.
It's Book and KD, and you build from there. Plain and simple.
Well, yeah. If this season if they lose out, they just need to rebuild the team around, like you said, KD and Book. I think it's easy fix. Okay, all you gotta do is just pick up Pitt. I think it's an easy fix.
Get Aiden out of here. Get Aiden out of here.
Yeah, they already paid him, T, right? Then
they'll trade him. I think they're gonna trade Aiden this offseason.
Go get him. Go get Miles Turner.
Go get one Lopez.
Yeah, something. Just get Aiden out of my face, bro. I can't.
Hey, Brooke, at least can play defense, right?
I don't know what Aiden. He was the number 1 pick, bro. What is he? What is he doing?
I don't know.
He can
Sometimes he get
score,
intimidated. Let's be honest. Aiden sometimes get intimidated by better
He got
beats.
man.
He did
Giannis
get
cooked him for
intimidated by
50.
Giannis, boy.
Giannis gave him
He
a 50
did.
ball, a easy one.
Look, when you're right. When you play against Giannis, he like, I don't even know I should be on the court with this guy.
He need to get in the weight room.
Yeah.
They were ISOing Giannis on him every play.
Yeah.
I said, bro, what you got to foul him or something, bro.
Yeah, Aiden need to get in that weight room. That's all that is.
He doubted his athletic ability, man. Like once
He got the athletic ability. He just he ain't
doubt
strong
himself. That's what I'm saying. Once you start doubting your ability, then it's over. Because that's all Giannis was doing. He was just overpowering.
And Aiden got he got an offensive skill set. He got a nice little 15, 17-foot jump shot. I've seen him hit 3-point shots, but that 15 to 17 is very consistent with him. I just feel like Aiden he's long, lanky. I just feel like he's just if you matching him up with these centers in the West, he's not strong enough. He needs to hit that weight room.
I think that also he'll trying to. If you playing against somebody like Giannis, don't go sprint for sprint. You gotta use your head. You gotta know his tendencies. Like, okay, I know this move coming because we already know what Giannis trying. He trying to get to the basket.
Ain't no move. Giannis just put his head down.
Yeah,
he put his head down.
Trying to get to the basket.
Yeah,
bullet ball.
That's it. I know it's not Shaq. It's Giannis. I mean, like I said, when you playing against somebody trying to overpower you, you gotta use your brain at that point. Cause you can't master sprint. You can't do that. So Aiden, when he play against these bigs like Jokic and Giannis and Embiid, bro, he just like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. I don't know what to do. I can't move my feet. I can't. He not trusting his ability. So, man, I never thought the Suns would be down 0-2. So,
right.
If the Lakers somehow beat the Warriors.
What you mean somehow? Whoa, now.
If they somehow, yes, I'm using that word somehow.
The Warriors are upset alert tonight.
You're a Lakers fan. Keep in mind, all you listening. He's a Lakers fan.
I'm an analyst. All right. If the Lakers somehow beat the Warriors.
Okay, Kabuto. This man is sweet. Yeah, this man is sweet.
Quick.
Switch up faster than the Instagram model.
Nah, man. Nah, never that.
Now, if the Warriors put the Lakers to bed, you have to rule Curry over LeBron. And, especially over the last 10 years. You're gonna have to put Curry over LeBron, especially if the Warriors beat the Lakers.
But if the Lakers make it past the Warriors and play against the Nuggets, what's that matchup looking like to y'all?
The Warriors and the Nuggets, man, that's gonna be tough for the Warriors.
Well, Lakers and Nuggets.
Either or.
Yeah,
that's tough, man. I mean, because they can throw bodies. Michael Porter Jr. Who else they got? They got Gordon. They got Caldwell Pope. And I'm not saying they're gonna shut people down, but I'm saying you got multiple bodies. Like Aaron Gordon did a hell of a job on Durant last night. But they have so many big people they can throw at you. And the thing about the Nuggets, their passing as a team is elite. They are a great passing team.
Right.
The only thing about that is weird. Every time AD see Jokic, he give him the business. I don't know what it is.
Jokic is not. I mean, I think AD probably foams at the mouth because he knows he can get off whatever he wants on Jokic.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the key.
So
that's the key to it all. AD.
Before we move on, your boy Brooks. All right. He told the Grizzlies that he would not be returning under any circumstances.
No, that's what the Grizzlies
told him.
No, they were the Grizzlies. So any
told
circumstances. And D-Book said that he was just there to shoot the three and play defense. He said he got way more game than that.
I didn't even see that much game.
What's going on? What's going on with Dillion Brooks?
I don't know, man. He clearly delusional. I mean, first of all, man, I agree with Matt Barnes. Like he really out though. Like I agree with Matt Barnes on that take. Like you can't talk all that noise, and then when you don't back it up, like you gonna skip the media, and then on top of that, blame the media for turning you into a villain. Nah,
he wanted to be the villain. He said he welcomed that. He
wanted to be Mojo Jojo so bad.
He did that himself. And now, I mean, man, he look like Mojo Jojo.
Hey, you know he got Mojo Jojo never wins. Mojo Jojo. Hey, Mojo Jojo blame other people. They try to take it out on other people.
I think he better start looking in Taiwan and China and
Shanghai
because
Phoenix need a body.
Yeah, Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix need a body. For real.
Because he talked when he was at Oregon, he was talking about he want to play like Draymond, but he done had an IQ, the basketball IQ Draymond got. I just don't see him. He really like was burning the hand to feed him because one thing Draymond benefited from was being on that Golden State team with still winning. Like, right. If Draymond was somewhere else, let's say Draymond was with like Timberwolves or Sacramento back in their down days, Draymond probably wouldn't have the career that he's had. He may not even be a Hall of Famer, but he was lucky to get literally the perfect fit for him. But Dillion, he losing. That's why Kyrie didn't want his broke jersey. Like, what you expect? You really thought Kyrie was gonna take your jersey? Come on, man.
That's why. Well, think about Brooks, man. He do all the antics, but he don't know how to play basketball. At least Draymond was a hustler. Like that's what got on people nervous about Draymond. He hustled, like he just airstrip. Brooks just talks.
Brooks was trying to Patrick Beverly, and he just failed.
He'll be a solid role player if he just shut up.
Yeah,
like he'll find a job. He'll get somebody to sign him, but they offered him a contract. They offered him an extension, but he said no. So I guess he wanted more money or something. But
he said he wanted a bigger role, but he's not getting that.
Oh, he literally want to be like a number 2 scorer or something like that.
He's crazy. He is.
That's the only role. Like when you say you want a bigger role from shooting 3 and playing defense, I think that's a great role. Not because I play that role. Not because I like playing that
solid role.
I love that role.
That's a job security role in the NBA.
Yeah,
big time.
Like, that's a job security.
If you can shoot the 3 and stop perimeter players, man, you always gonna have a job.
Yes, sir.
But but he done. Then he bad for the locker room too. Like even that little exchange him and John Morant had at the end of the game with Memphis, like. So you not good in the locker room. Bron killed you. You talk too much noise. You skipping out on media. Like you delusional. You think you better than what you are. You're not even doing the things that your best attributes. You're not even doing well. Come on, man.
That's not his thing.
He done.
Flowers,
he get picked up by one team, but that's. After that,
I think somebody might call just because
I think they will. I think he'll work out a deal, but that'd be his last chance.
Yeah, and he won't get that role he's looking for. Nobody ain't gonna give you that. Flowers, what advice will you give Brooks right now?
Well, the first thing I would have told him was shut the hell up. First of all, but now since we're past all this, the easiest thing Dillion Brooks could have did was. Number one, not avoid the media. If you are a man
Mm-hmm.
talking in the media, you got to take your L's. The easiest thing Dylan Brooks could have said was, hey, they got the best of us. That's fine. We'll be back. I'll be back. I ain't gonna stop talking. Hats off to him. You could have left it at that. But you make it worse because you was having a character crisis because you didn't know how to respond when your hand got burnt on the skillet. But it's fine. Let's not put everything on Dylan Brooks though. We need to talk about what's going on with the management in Memphis. That's what we need to talk about. Because it's been too much going on that they have let went on, and now this is a result of it. There's no leadership there, no accountability. Your star player was wilding. You brought him back too early, in my opinion. You got Dylan Brooks out here writing checks that he can't cash. Obviously, the team can't cash, and they got embarrassed by it. They need to figure out some things, with their personnel and the management, because none of it is tight knit. Those young men need some leaders that's going to be able to lead them, give them some direction, because it's too loose, man. So let's not say it's all Dylan Brooks' fault. Oh yeah, and then they're losing by 40, and you see John Morant laughing on the end of the bench. So what does that? I mean, what does that tell you? Not locked in.
I agree.
I'd be upset. I
know. That's upset me to the fullest, man. As an athlete, as a comparator, there's no way.
A towel would have been over my head.
I've been like soaking, bro.
Look, man. In the last year, like my respect for John Morant has dropped drastically.
He took a big hit, big image hit.
Like if I was
not even
is that like I don't know, man.
Just because of the gun thing,
it's just stupidity.
All the talking, all the front running, then the thinking you a thug stuff, man. Like you losing a playoff game by 40 that you supposed to win. Y'all supposed to have that series.
Wasn't he like 3 for 16 in Game 6? And you're on the bench laughing, dude.
Right. He very glad this ain't his teammate. He very glad this is like, what you laughing about? He does throwing chairs.
But you know what? Now we just said that him and Dylan Brooks had an exchange, but who in the hell can check John Morant? That's the problem. Who can check him?
Steven Adams.
It surely ain't Dylan Brooks.
It shouldn't be Brooks,
right? I mean, of course, I agree, but that's what I'm saying. Who can hold Ja accountable? If that's the leader of the team, that's not a leader.
That's a bad.
But they said earlier in when Ja was doing all that wild, and Steven Adams tried to hold the meeting with all the players and tell them like y'all need to stop, and they were just pretty much like,
I know it.
Now we at the point where we try to be civilized. Now we about to throw hands. Like
ain't nobody in there about to fight Steven Adams.
Like how you brush off Steven Adams, bro? How you brush off Steven Adams?
No, what's about
they young?
That's what I'm saying. To be honest, I'm like, hey, I'll call my agent. Like, man, get me out of here, man.
That's the thing about it. Ja taking his youth. He taking his youth he taking his youth too lightly because like
taking it for granted.
Yeah,
and I'll say Ja
right now
better watch out
because the way he play his game, like, man, you only got about a good 10 years because
he'll be like D-Rose.
You look at like D Rose, you look at the Allen Iversons. I mean, even though Russell Westbrook kind of revived his career to a certain degree, you look at him. I mean, the timetable for your career, man, and especially with you being 6'2",
170.
I say 180. Yeah.
Man, you don't have long, man. For sure, you not taking winning and losing seriously.
I know, man. That's
professional. As soon as those bunnies leave, you're gonna be out the league.
What you have, T. Wright? Go ahead and finish your thought. What you about to say?
He said what I was about to say. The way he plays his game ain't gonna sustain him. So he better get a jumper or something. a more consistent jumper because he just get to the lane and jump.
Yeah.
Scares
See,
me.
I just come to the conclusion that these boys don't work on that craft. I think they work on one aspect of their game. They don't develop other aspects of their game. So it's kind of weird when you don't see a point guard that can knock down mid range. It blows my mind.
What we
So
know
I'm
guard
like
for? Duncan.
Duncan.
That's
Yeah,
what we know
but that's
him
what I'm
for.
saying. That's why it blows my mind. Like, how you a point guard and not have a mid range? That's
Like,
like the point guard. That's what the point guard That's what the point guard bread and butter is. A mid range jump shot.
He getting
Kyrie's
45
deadly
going
at
to
it.
the rim. He getting
Kyrie,
45 going to the rim. Imagine if he got a jumper.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why Kyrie's so hard to guard. Kyrie will
Unguardable.
kill you in the mid range game.
Oh, Kyrie got
He
it
would
all.
Kyrie
and he
can
could blow
post
by
you up. He can post
Kyrie
you
got
up.
it all.
Yeah,
He got it all. Both hands. You go left, right. It don't matter.
exactly.
Kyrie's the most talented player ever. Like pure talent.
Especially his size too.
Look, he can get to the basket wheel. He can post you up. He can hit his mid range. He can hit it from three. Like all three. That's what you want as a player. You want to hit from all three phases of the game: the short, the mid, the long. You can hit all three. It's hard to guard. There's no way you can guard it. You don't know what they're gonna do next. You don't know where the shot coming from.
We don't talk about Curry's finishing. Finishing on the rim.
Yeah, Curry. He stepped his game up. Finishing at, like you said, at the rim. That took his game.
Because
and he's a top 5.
he was smart because he was there because when you can shoot it like that, the defense gonna play up on you. So
Exactly. I wish I had. I forgot to pick the highlight of the day, but I was gonna pick Curry, dribbling between 4 people and laying it up. So,
Boy got that Hall of Fame slithery badge.
Yeah, man, he had that package deal right there, man. And so that's what I'm saying. I don't understand Ja Morant what he's doing, man. Like your game should be like short, mid, and long. There's no way you should not have these two phases. Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk about Embiid. Y'all heard?
MVP.
About time.
How you think Embiid celebrating right now?
With his foot propped in there, eating a cheeseburger.
Cheeseburgers on me. Oh man, T. Right? You say well deserved.
33 a game.
Yes.
Crazy. From a big man is crazy. That's the most since probably Kareem.
I asked y'all this.
Especially for a big man.
Shaq might have gave you a 30. Well, I don't know regular season
average. I don't think Shaq.
He might have. He might have been 28. Yeah, he might have been 28. Not 33. I'm saying at least 30. Not 33, but like at least 30.
I asked y'all this. I'll start with Dustin. Where would you rank Embiid as a big man all time?
Like among big man?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I had to really think about that one. But I give him at least top, just off the top of my head, at least top 10 right now. But I can't really put him in that top 5 without some type of ring. Now, I give him this as far as skills. Really, the only big man that really come to mind. The only big man that really comes to mind as far as like skill and footwork.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably Hakeem, Tim Duncan. That's really all I can think of, like just off the top of my head right now, as far as just skill and having a bag as a big man and not just being like a Wilt or a Shaq or a Giannis and just being able to dominate all pure athleticism. If you could throw Dirk in there,
Right. Yeah, cause there goes one of a kind.
Can I give an honorable mention?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Honorable mention: the Marcus Cousins in his prime.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Who you just say?
scary,
The Marcus Cousins in his prime.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
scary.
yeah.
He was.
Yeah,
He
I
was
hate
unstoppable.
he got. I hate, man. I feel like he got blackballed out the league.
Oh
I
yes,
feel
he
like,
still can play now.
yeah.
Yeah. Right now he playing overseas. I forgot what country.
Yeah, and doing working with Showtime too. So
Mm. Yeah. So Embiid finally got his MVP, man. Congratulations. All right. Let's go ahead and talk about tonight's game.
Mhm.
Right now, it's a close game between the Knicks and Heat. The Knicks up by 1 point. It's 101 to 100.
How much time left?
It's a minute
Minute and
58.
46.
Okay,
Okay.
minute 46.
Ooh.
Flowers.
Talk to me.
Who need this win? Do the Knicks really need this win to stay
Yes, they do.
afloat?
The Knicks need this win badly. I'm telling you, bro. You do not want to go to Miami down 2-0, and Jimmy didn't even play. This is the worst of it, especially with Jimmy Butler not playing, bro. You cannot afford to lose this game because you know Jimmy's gonna be back because they probably won't play until Thursday, and I think he was close to playing because he was getting 24-hour treatment, so he was close to playing tonight. He's gonna be back, and the Heat could afford to lose. They could afford to lose tonight. But now, hey, they go up. If they can go up 2-0, even better, man.
Yeah.
Dustin, what you think? The Knicks really need this?
Yeah, mostly without Jimmy.
And what's so crazy is they barely winning. They barely beating the Heat. Right now, it's 104 to 100. A minute 02.
You want to know why they barely beating the Heat? Julius Randle.
What's about Julius Randle? What's going on with Julius?
Bro, he's a ball star. Bro, I hate watching him play. Bro.
Go ahead, T-Ray. I'm gonna let you.
He makes my stomach hurt, dude. He tries to ISO every time, and it pisses me off. He just mess up the whole flow.
He's so strong. He can play the post. You know, he can play the elbows and be more effective. But he wants to just shoot these 25-foot 3-point step back shots and isolate and take jump shots. He's not being a bully and using his country strength that we seen at Kentucky. You know, he wants to shoot all these jumpers. You know, I think Brunson is finally caught on tonight, but he's a liability, man, when he's out there. But he needs to tone it back some. You know, I think he's trying to establish himself as a number one player, and he's not.
Yeah.
Let the guards take care of the business.
I want to do these coaches ever tell these guys like, "Hey, man, cut that crap out and get to the basket."
Tibbs letting them do it.
I just wonder about these coaches.
We were hurt in the last game.
Because that can, like you said, that can really throw the whole chemistry off. Team chemistry when you playing iso ball every time you get the ball. Like he don't understand as a big that you create shots and lanes when you get the ball to the basket. It just create those opportunities for the players.
The Julius Randle I like is when like you see him have like 23, 9-10 rebounds, 6-7 assists. That's the Julius Randle I like, not the one that jacks up. Especially in the playoffs. It's like last year and this year, man. You would have thought he would have learned when the last time they was in the playoffs. I don't know if it was last year or the year before, but they would just let him shoot, and it was bad.
Bro, he shot a step back mid range, fading towards the baseline, bro.
Why you guys?
I could have threw up when he took that shot.
They must don't remember training. Dust, you remember that what Coach always told us? He like, don't fade away from the basket. Like, go strong. Like, as a big, go strong.
Julius Randle, I mean, he in the league, but his game was ugly, man.
Coach would have a fit. As guards, he understand why we fading away. But you that close, if you close to the basket, just go strong. Draw a foul, and that's another thing. That's when you go strong as big. You sometimes you get fouled. You might get the other person in foul trouble. it works out in your favor. You know,
Especially the Heat. Like, come on. I'm not dissing the Heat, but Julius Randle, you need to be trying to get Bam Adebayo in foul trouble. And if they got Caleb Martin and Kevin Love in the game, why wouldn't you go with those guys? The Heat don't have, and who else they got?
Right.
Zeller, or whoever that is else they got. Man, you better go with them guys.
Go well. So the game was on. How much time was on the clock?
47 seconds left. The Knicks shooting free throws. They up 106 to 100.
So let's just say Knicks take this. So
Yeah, they're gonna take it.
They're gonna take it. So it's tied 1-1. So they get the job done.
We hope they take it.
They'll be. I'll be impressed if they screw this up. Clearly,
it's a lot of times though.
No, I'd be very impressed. All right, the game of the night: Lakers versus Warriors. Flowers. Who taking game one?
You know, I feel like the Lakers are gonna take game one. Why? Because the emotion that the Warriors had to give out game 7, and you know, that was what 2 nights ago, maybe 2 days ago. So
they turn right back.
The Lakers
around.
are rested. That's best for LeBron and AD. They're rested. They'll come out and try to make a statement tonight. I just feel like the Lakers are gonna win tonight. Give me the Lakers.
Who you think? Who you have, Dustin?
Yeah, I agree. I think the Lakers gonna take it tonight. Steph had to have a monster game just a couple nights ago, and Clay hadn't been playing particularly well. I'm probably take the Lakers at least for game 1. Probably Warriors game too, though.
No doubt.
T-Bright, who you have tonight?
Much as I want to take the Warriors because they're at home, it's like Dustin said, Curry just had to drop a 50 ball to get them out the last series. That was like 2 days ago. Yeah, so I got to take the Lakers in this one. They fresh. They ready.
I'll be very shocked if the Lakers come out flat. Very shocked. I mean, this.
You never.
I know, but
you know how Bron do.
But I'm saying, coming off what the Warriors been through, if the Lakers don't take an opportunity to steal game 1, like I said, I'll be shocked they just come out not energized for this.
I don't feel like this. I don't feel like this Warriors team is good.
I don't feel like not like the teams of the past.
Yeah.
Right. Not even last year. They were better last year, of course.
Yeah, and Jordan Poole, he was kind of supposed to be that that big scorer off the bench that the Warriors usually have, and he kind of is falling off a little bit. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get from him.
Yeah, he has fallen off some. I don't
Sean
know
Livingston,
what's going through his mind, but yeah, he took a big step back.
Those big championship years, Sean Livingston coming off the bench was big.
Major.
That's what it is, though. They're too young on the bench. That's exactly what it is.
I think they expected them to mature faster and get better faster.
Right.
Especially out of Jordan Poole.
And Clay, this is the one thing I hate about Clay. When Clay don't touch the ball for a while, when he get it, I don't care where he at. I don't care what the shot look like. He's throwing it up.
Yeah, man.
He said, "This is my opportunity."
He don't care what nobody got to say about it either.
He said, "This is the only opportunity I have. I'm taking it."
And Draymond out here stepping on folks' chest. So yeah,
that's wild. Yeah. Every time I watch that video, I'm like, this dude literally just.
Yeah, then he talking about some. I got respect for him. He ain't shaking my hand like, bro.
Right. You stepped on his chest and
you try to cave my chest in. You think I'm gonna shake?
Then gave him a baby drop kick on the way down.
Like what? Like crazy, bro. That sounds like something being a dude, man.
Nah, Draymond, no level. I'm near that type of guy.
He run Clay off his spots. He's not the Clay he used to be. Even even then, I watched him play. Me and my wife went to Memphis once when they had Randolph, Marc Gasol when they was booming and banging at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And what I took from watching KD, Curry, and Clay that night, Memphis won that night. Gasol had a triple double. Okay. I think they beat them by like 20. But what I took from that night was Durant could get a shot at any time. Steph and Clay could be ran off their spots. And that's when that's when Steph wasn't as big as he was now far as strength. You know, you could push him off his spots. Memphis would run him off the spots. And they happened to run Clay and Steph off their spots that night. You know, they wasn't falling. So I took that from that years ago and I, take it now. Steph's untouchable. And Clay, he's just not himself. And if it's not going, it's not going. But people can run him off his spot. And, Lakers have some big wings and big guards, they can throw at him. So we'll see what goes on. Uh-oh. T-Wright holding that hand out.
What happened, T-Wright?
They passing the ball around. Like, they up by 3. They up by 3. They just they got the ball they inbounding the ball with 12 seconds left, and they didn't score. They passing the ball around.
They trying
like
to run
he caught the ball wide open under the rim and passed it back out.
Take that easy too.
Just take the deuce.
You up by 3.
Yeah, just take the deuce.
Now you got to shoot free throws.
That's not always automatic.
What if you miss both of them?
Nah, that'll be interesting right there.
Gilbert Arenas.
Look at Aaron Rodgers at the game.
Aaron Rodgers been everywhere lately.
He been everywhere.
Oh, him and
Sauce. That man loving New York. He loving the limelight.
Him and Sauce Gardner. He look like an accountant and Sauce like a rapper.
That's a weird combination, huh?
They look weird together, man.
Hey, y'all remember when Aaron Rodgers showed to that Halloween party dressed as John Wick? Y'all ever seen that? During the COVID, it was during the COVID. You know when he called COVID that time. He was at that Halloween party, but he came in as John Wick and they were playing Pooh Shiesty in the background. He had the gun. Aaron Rodgers, I said, you cool with me. Ever since I seen that, I said, you know what? They just people just don't see that from him. But he's a guy. He's a dude, man. I think you can hang with Aaron Rodgers. I think he'll cool.
Yeah, I can hang with him. Just like I don't know. I can handle him after a loss or something like that. Yeah. All right, hey, did y'all hear this? Jalen Green could be traded. Flowers, good decisions. Or are the Rockets giving up too soon?
I think it could go either way. I don't think they're giving up too soon if they're trading him to get better. I'm telling you now. I mean, you're telling me this now, and I'm telling you, Jaylen Brown gets down there. So, you trade Jalen Green, you keep him Porter Jr. You got a big man, and you start bringing in these other assets, and you trade him just to speed up the process. Maybe that would do that kid some better to get from that. Well, I mean, it's different. It's a different coaching staff now. But, you was hearing a lot of loose things about them kids. So maybe it would do him better to get him out of Houston and get him somewhere and get him under some vets and a good team.
All right, Dustin, what you think? Good decision or the Rockets are moving too fast?
I think if they bring in Brown, it's better for I think it'll work out better for both parties, Houston and
Yeah, T-Wright, you think the same thing?
Yeah, I'm with Flowers. It'll be a good trade if they get. I think they're trying to get some vets in and get all them young guys out of there. The best player on that team right now is Porter Jr. by far to me.
Mm-hmm. Didn't they have their coach crying or blaming them about
silence?
Yeah. They remind me, when the substitute come in and the kids make. That's what they remind me of. They just.
I thought I seen a report of him crying and blaming them for what's going on.
They just young, man. But
man.
I don't know. I don't like his game. I don't know what it is. He just plays young boy ball.
You better glad Gatwood not here. Gatwood ready to fight over his Rockets now.
Yeah.
That's why I should have texted Gatwood and asked him what he thought about this. But yeah, I think if Gatwood's on here, I think if it would make his team better, I think he'd be all for it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is the game over, T, right?
Yeah, it's 105, 111 with 4 seconds to.
Okay.
All right, so they take it. All right, that's it for NBA talk. Dustin, you have any more topics you want to bring up before you get out of here?
I think that's it. I think we got everything covered.
Yes, sir. I guess we'll be in a group chat tomorrow talking about the Lakers and Warriors. I wish people could get live updates from our group chat. Cause it'd be hilarious. Now you talking about entertainment. Look, they don't see the backstage show. You talking about entertainment. We might have a few countercultures going on. But it's spirit entertainment. I promise you that. Spirit entertainment. So, all right, Dustin.
All right, y'all.
Be
Y'all
easy.
boys take it easy.
Man, you take it easy.
You too, my brother.
All right, man.
So let's move on to some NFL. Patrick Queen, 5th-year option, gets declined. Flowers.
You foamed at the mouth the other day.
Man, dude, especially when I heard about the Saints, man. I was like, oh my goodness. Cause look, DeMario Davis is old. He's getting up there. Pete Warner. And who else is there? We really don't have nobody else, to be honest.
Y'all let go of Quan?
Yes, Quan is with the Jets, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Caden Ellis went to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
He filled in for Pete Warner when he was hurt. So we really don't have any linebackers, except for those two guys and the guys we picked up in undrafted players. And the Saints declined Caesar Wees, 5th-year option.
Your boy.
Yes. And guess where he's from? Michigan. So yeah. Sorry, RC. Yeah.
That's one of them picks me and Ben was sitting on the couch looking crazy about.
Nah, that pick pissed me off more than the pick this past Thursday. I was like, who?
Caesar Ruiz.
We in there like, man, here we go. We finna pick. They said Caesar Ruiz. We was like, who?
It was on. Nah, this man was on nobody draft boards. So I was like, so we declined that 5th-year option, and I think I don't know if the the Ravens, they already paid Roquan.
Yeah, they got a lot of money
tied up, and now they just paid Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
So OBJ getting a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
So
because his 5th year probably would have been about 10, some double digit probably for that 5th year. So they probably just declined it. Yeah.
So Patrick Queen might be on the move, and I hope it's to the Saints.
It'd be a nice fit for the Saints, no doubt.
I wish I found that post on social media who had it, the division favorites. I thought it was very interesting. I saw the Saints up there, and like I said, the Jets, and that's why I was talking to y'all about doing the draft. I feel like the Jets, man, they literally won these games, almost making the playoffs with 2 quarterbacks, being swapped in and out. And I feel like Aaron Rodgers just give them stability, and he's not gonna make them lose those games by turning the ball over 2 or 3 times with interceptions. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like they did. Breece Hall coming back, so they have a running game too. So I feel like that offense can be potent. You know
they
what I'm saying?
McCall. Don't they got McCall too?
Yeah. Is it McCall Harmon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got McCall Harmon, Alan Lazard, Garrett Wilson, Davis. Who's the tight end? The tight end's the other guy. I forgot his name.
I can't remember the tight end's name.
He's good. He's good though. He's pretty solid. I can't remember his name. But and Breece Hall and the other running back,
Carter. Was
Carter? Michael Carter. Yeah, it's Michael Carter from North Carolina. That's right. So I feel like, man, if that defense can play like they did during last season, that's a tough out.
That's true.
And I feel like I'm just saying this off the cuff. I feel like they're a more healthier team than the Dolphins, because Tua is a huge question mark, and they dealt with a lot of injuries too. So I don't see why they couldn't finish second in their division. Maybe first if I can see the schedule. And
it's a tough schedule.
It's a tough schedule.
They play the AFC West.
Mm.
I think they got Philly also.
Jets, the NFC, the AOC.
They said the Jets odds to win is plus 250. The division.
AOC East. They AOC East play against the AOC West.
Yeah.
So I that's why I said I feel like this move is big for the Jets, and we saw he already out there practicing with Garrett Wilson and some of the other boys. So
See, that makes me confident with the hearing 10 wins. I can definitely see the 10 wins.
yeah, I can see, and with that, I feel like they can compete with Buffalo. Cause they gave Buffalo problems without having a quarterback. Without having a quarterback. That's why RC was like, we did this last year with the Broncos and everything, but the Broncos, I feel like they had a head coach who didn't know how to coach. He was getting advice, he had advisors or something. What was that he had?
Oh yeah,
he had like helpers.
Yeah.
He had helpers
to help him manage the game.
He had a clock management guy.
yeah.
Boy,
I mean,
he like so many things going on. I need help.
But you know what? I do respect the fact that he acknowledged that he needed help in that aspect, and he got somebody to help him. At least.
I don't know. He helped him.
I mean, Russell Wilson could have did a better job too.
I know. It's quarterback could be the clock manager
right.
too anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it helps Nathaniel Hackett that he's had Aaron Rodgers and they are tight.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. And we saw that offense wherever. I don't know what kind of offense he was trying to implement in Denver.
Didn't work.
I felt I feel like he didn't really have no substance behind his play calling and behind his game plan. So I felt that's why I was like looking at it like how he get a head coaching job where Aaron Rodgers and LaFleur was basically the OCs.
Well, I mean, Aaron Rodgers was the MVP as him as offensive coordinator. So
yeah, I don't feel like he was had much say so. You know how Belichick had his guys, but we already know who's running the ship. We already knew LaFleur was calling the plays. Just like Sean Payton and Pete Carmichael. We knew,
right.
Pete Carmichael was there, but Sean Payton had the ultimate say so.
Yeah, but one thing I will say about these coordinators, the offensive coordinators, if they don't call the plays, they have a big input on the design and helping design the schemes for the play call to call.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I feel you on that. Do you think that's kind of like it hits different when you actually have to do the job? You think?
Oh, of course.
You think it hit different?
Because it's not just. I mean, with him being an offensive guy, and you're calling the plays, it's more to it than you just being the coordinator when you're the head coach. Because, like you say, you have to keep up with the time, with your timeouts. You got to manage. You have to be a manager of other coordinators and a team.
Right.
So it's more responsibility than you just, like I say, if I'm an offensive coordinator, this is my room. If you're the defense coordinator, those are your guys.
Right.
Got to delegate.
It's a fancy question. Will you take Aaron Rodgers?
I mean, you talking about what in the first round? Is a fantasy round?
Nuh-uh. As like
or just in general.
Yeah, in general. As we'll say you draft him quarterback. Let's say Josh Allen's gone, Patrick Mahomes gone. Who else another?
If you're giving me a choice between
Herbert,
we'll say Herbert.
He'll be gone. If you're giving me a choice between Aaron Rodgers, Goff,
Russell
Wilson, and who else can I think of? Derek Carr, and let's even throw. I mean, let's throw Lamar in there.
Okay.
I think I would be. I would think Aaron Rodgers would give me 30 plus touchdown passes.
Mm-hmm.
I would think he would give me 4,000 yards and 30 touchdown passes. He's too clever still of a guy.
Yeah.
Not to. Too smart.
That's what I was thinking too. That in fantasy football, I feel like I probably can wait till later rounds and get Aaron.
6-7 round.
Yeah.
If you can get Aaron Rodgers like in the 6 through 9 rounds,
right?
I think that'd be a steal.
Yes, and I think that is because he like I say he'll put up them points, and then you already have your stable backs and your stable receivers, and you bring in a quarterback that you got in later rounds that can probably put up the same points as Josh Allen on different games.
What if I had? I'm thinking, and I'm just throwing this off top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if I was to take Joe Burrow like in the first two rounds, and Aaron Rodgers was available 7, 8? I think I would jump on that. Him to be a secondary quarterback.
You know why too, right? If Aaron Rodgers was falling that low, I'd take him, and then I trade him. Like I'll wait till season. I'll let him get hot. If he was hot right off the bat, the first 2 games. Then I'm trading to somebody who's struggling with a quarterback. I'm like, yo, I got Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to boost up my skill position players. So, it's NFL, man, it's gonna be hot this year because
I gave y'all some candy world.
I feel like a lot of teams. I think gonna be a lot of movement in the divisions. It's gonna be jockeying for the positions, man. I feel like the competition is gonna be hot in every division. Like Anthony Richardson, do you feel like the Colts can take that division with Anthony Richardson?
All depends, man. Last year, I feel like we were just a quarterback away. You know, especially a quarterback with his skill set that can run around and make plays. I feel like when we had that last year, we could have took the division. But I am the kind of person with Anthony Richardson. I will be patient with him. If Steichen and Irsay has already said it's the head coach's call to whether he starts game 1 or not. So if he's out there game 1, I'm cool with it. If it takes a little bit, I'm cool with it. I think we had a great draft, so I wouldn't count us out. I'm not gonna count us out right now. I would need to see what goes on in the midst of everything. Probably about 10 games in, I can give you. We'll have an idea of it then. But everybody's already picking us 4th in the division. That's fine with me.
Really?
Oh yeah, man.
They picking the Titans over y'all. The Titans are in shambles right now.
I think the same thing too. But you know, people they like I said, they go off of they got Derrick Henry and
Texans. Oh yeah, they looking at CJ Stroud and them boys. But the Texans still missing a lot, even though they got Stingley and they got some
defensively they're missing some. Yeah, Stingley's pretty good.
Yeah, they got some good corners. They bad safeties.
We'll see what Will Anderson does. He has a bookend left tackle. They signed Schultz. I mean, they got better. I'm not gonna sit up here and be biased because I'm a Colts fan.
Yeah,
but the team that we do have is still formidable. If Anthony Richardson can come in and be solid, we can win 7 to 9 games and possibly, be a contender, depending on how Jacksonville. The true question is, can Jacksonville take the next step? That's the first question that needs to be asked. Does Jacksonville
we
take
saw
the
it in the
step
playoff. We saw they shouldn't have won that game. They should not won that game. So Jacksonville, they do have them times where they have lapses, but I think
it's supposed to be better.
Yeah, I feel like you and the Jaguars and Colts, it's gonna come out between those two. I asked y'all this question. I asked T. Right, who you think gonna win the Offensive Rookie of the Year? The numbers are already out. They already placing odd bets on that. If you had to place a bet, who you put that on?
Receivers are always a good bet. I feel like. Where did the guy from Ohio State go?
Seattle. I wouldn't. Nah. It's too many weapons in Seattle.
Yeah.
I already know who I'm going.
I'll probably put it on Atlanta.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Who? Offensive Rookie of the Year?
He has a chance.
You talking about Bijan Robinson?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Bryce Young for Carolina.
Yeah. That'd probably be the easiest one. You probably can bet on is him. I'm trying to think of a dark.
It's mostly the quarterbacks. Most of the time, it is to be a running back or a quarterback.
What is Anthony Richardson's number? That's what I want to know.
I don't know if
it's a good number.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a few? Do you have like some in front of you?
No, I don't.
Do you remember Bryce Young?
I don't. I was looking at it yesterday. I don't remember the numbers.
Well, let's say if Anthony Richardson was like plus 1,500 or something like that, or something crazy like that. I probably would put a few bucks on that.
Yeah, I can put it up right now. I feel like Anthony Richardson could win it because of his dynamic, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can run it and throw it. We saw
I,
Lamar,
mm-hmm.
Josh Allen. Well, Josh Allen, he would have if he would have,
They
you know,
said they said
what?
leading the way is Bijan. After him is Bryce Young, and then C.J. Stroud.
What's the numbers on that?
So the Bijan is plus 350.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce is plus 400. CJ is plus 650.
Mm.
Ooh, CJ. I don't know.
See, that wouldn't
I
be a
couldn't see
bad one.
CJ win it. I don't know.
I mean, but plus 650, that's not bad.
It's
But
not.
like I say, okay, and if CJ is plus 6, like I say, Anthony Richardson got to be plus, 1,000 or something like that. And especially if he gets the nod, I would definitely put some money. Like if they're saying Anthony Richardson started, because I can definitely see Anthony Richardson being able to run around and make plays
That's
with the
wrong.
coach,
That's
man.
what
Him and
I'm
Jonathan
banking
Taylor,
on. Mm-hmm.
RPOs, those big
He gonna get goal line. He might get some goal line carries, which
goal
is
line
gonna help him out.
carries, big wide outs. Alex Pierce 6'3", Pittman 6'4", Jelani 6'6". Like it's a possibility that the kid can have a good year.
Yeah, that'll be a dark horse though. Anthony Richardson. It just all depends. Cause if he play half of the season, if you don't play,
Right.
if he only play half a season, then that's it. But if he
Yeah,
start
if he
off,
starts, yeah.
then yeah. But Bryce Young, I feel like they'll be safe to pick. You probably won't win that much money because
Depending on
everybody
how much you
thinks they're
put on.
gonna get in.
Well, would it be in a plus though? Depending on
Mm-hmm.
how much money you put on it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I probably would do like a parlay, like this guy. I showed you the picture of the guy missing. He had all of them right except the offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
the odds, he put like $1 on it or something like that. He could have won like $999,000.
Yep.
So I probably would do offensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the
Defensive,
year,
yeah.
and MVP.
MVP. Ooh, coming off, I think Josh Allen. He has to be prime right now. He was last season. He started off hot. He got a little cold close to the end. If he would have kept being consistent all the way through, he would have won. He would have won.
Dark horse candidate.
Who was that?
Lamar.
It's
Lamar
possible.
Jackson.
Very possible.
I like it.
The Ravens have low key just cleaned up everything and swept all that nonsense on the rug.
They answered all the questions.
did.
They hit every box, every check box right there.
And then got us some help. Paid him, got him some help. Lamar Jackson, and he's been hearing us talk crazy about him, for the last 3-4 months.
Got a little chip on his shoulder.
I would think Lamar Jackson probably would be a good bet for MVP because the numbers on him are going to be pretty good.
Right. That's another guy, low key. You probably want to check out in fantasy, especially if he fall. I think a lot of people probably going to be sleeping on a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a Lamar time to shine. He got all the things he need. The only thing that can stop him now is injuries, which they are known for.
I want to give one more dark horse for offensive rookie of the year before we move on. If the Charbonnet, the running back from UCLA, beats Kenneth Walker out and takes that position, he might get off his rookie of the year.
Beat Kenneth Walker?
Pete Carroll already said it's an open competition.
How? Kenneth Walker was a dog.
I know. But you know what? Having two running backs, just like Dallas did, with Pollard and Zeke, you giving it to Geno, adding with Najigma and the other kids on the outside, man. Seattle has a chance to really, be a little better than they were last year.
We saw Stafford working out a couple of days ago. How y'all feel about that situation?
He trying to collect the check. He made too much money.
Right? Did you see the video?
Nuh-uh.
He was doing some quarterback drills and that, and he didn't. He looks stiff. I mean, like stiff.
and they took
Yeah.
Stetson Bennett right
Georgia guy.
in the fourth
Now, that'd
round,
be
right?
interesting. What you say?
They didn't
Man,
take
he
him in
like
the fourth
30.
round.
He said he like 30.
Might have a chance to play
He
though.
like
I mean,
25.
like I say,
He might have
He
a
like
chance.
25.
Yeah.
might
It's
have
just
a
like the
chance.
quarterback we took, Tyler, Jake Henner from Fresno State.
Oh yeah.
Derek Carr don't get hurt. So
Yeah, Derek Carr. This Derek Carr. Derek Carr was super excited when they took him. Cause Derek Carr played at Fresno State.
right.
They say he like
So
Drew. They say his favorite player was Drew Brees. That he modeled his game after Drew. He wore number 9 at Fresno State.
Okay.
And everybody saying,
no,
I forgot who said this, but he said that's one of the best picks in the draft by the Saints was getting Jake Henner. I think I'm saying his name right, from Fresno State. So
Where did Hendon Hooker go?
He went to Detroit.
Jared Goff. Ooh, boy.
If it doesn't work out, they got a flush sitting right there.
Hey, I'm rooting for you, Hendon.
They put pressure on Jared to. Can you do it again? You know. Can you do it again?
I feel like it was just a fluke of quarterbacks last year with Geno and
Nah, Geno's in a better position, bro.
Yeah.
Offensive line, yeah. Geno got some help, bro. Because they're taking off of Geno's plate. And Detroit low key kind of did that, bringing in the Gibbs kid, because I think they're trying to make the Gibbs kid a version of Alvin Kamara, like y'all had when
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense because Dan Campbell, he's from the Saints tree, so that makes a lot of sense. I just wish the Lions. I feel like they could have traded back into the first or moved up in the second to take him, but it is what it is.
Yeah, no, you're right.
All right, T. Right, Derek Carr for MVP. You putting a bet on that?
Are you putting a bet on that?
I might put $5 pin on the payout.
Derek Carr, you need honestly, for real, look up those odds, because like if Derek Carr is like plus like 10,000 or 5,000, if you put $5 on that, you'd be amazed what you can win.
No, I might just do it just the heck of it. Man, if Derek Carr everyone MVP, I place the bet on that, man, I'll cry my eyes out. Like, Drew, you never done nothing like this for me. Nah, just playing. Drew guys MVP. Drew guys the Super Bowl. So I'm like, hey, Derek Carr, we need a statue of you. If he ever did something.
Drew
like
won an MVP, did he?
Huh?
Didn't Drew won an MVP, did he?
He's plus 4,500.
Plus 4,500. Ooh. Look, if you put $10 on that's
what I'm saying. I might just do it for the heck of it, man, because you just never know these days. And Derek Carr, if he can live in them interceptions, whew.
I think if you put $10 on that will get you $450.
Jalen plus 1,000.
Jalen,
that ain't bad. If you put $10 on that, they get you 100, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, you just start placing $10 bets on a whole bunch of quarterbacks.
Like I say now, if it's plus 1,000 and up,
yeah,
you can do, like I said, now if you like plus 10,000, something like that, you put $10 on, that's $1,000. That's crazy.
That's wild. So let's go ahead and dive into the pick of the day before we come to a close. Let me clear this out. All right, Flowers, the pick of the day. We had Professor Flowers hit back to back. Well, not back to back, but he had a good week hitting his bets. Like I said, if you're not betting
in between.
Yeah, in between. If you're not betting through better, so what are you doing? It's where the game begins, man. Everybody needs some cash, and Professor Flowers, man, he here to let y'all in to the game. So he gonna walk us through the pick of the day. Oh, let me take that off the screen if I can. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
All right, pick of the day.
My pick of the day for tomorrow, I'm gonna go hockey, and I'm gonna go with the Hurricanes of Carolina, winning against New Jersey Devils. I'm gonna say take a money line. Now we were gonna do a pick six, but some of the odds wasn't showing up. Right. So just follow us tomorrow. Tune in throughout the day. Just check the Instagrams. You know, we're gonna put up a pick six. We're gonna try to win you some money. I won the other night, a few nights ago, just here and there, as some pick sixes. So I'm just trying to keep it alive. But we try to do this free for the public. I believe in helping everybody. I'm not gonna charge you to,
Right.
to get an opinion when I can give you free. And
Look,
I'm like I said about spreading the wealth.
Flower, just tell them to sign up through our link to bet. That's all they got to do.
That's all you got to do,
sign up
man.
through our
Just sign
link,
up.
man.
You can go to the VOL page, click the link. The link is on my page. You can always direct message me as far as asking me any questions about how I feel about games or anything. That's if I don't put up picks or not. I'm free to answer any questions. Now, what I'm going to do, for us is probably try to get us going to where we can have a group to where everybody can come in and throw their opinions and, I post picks and stuff and we grow as that, and we take over the world.
See, that's what I'm saying. Share is caring. Like RC saying, we trying to spray the wealth.
I'm trying.
Trying, man. So,
one more disclaimer.
Yes.
And I want people to understand real quick. No, we don't win every day, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
And that's fine. You have to be able to accept losses, but we're gonna do our darnest to pick these games as best as we can.
That's it, man. I mean, so if you lose $10, man, next week you might win $300. So it might make up for that $10 you lost. You're not gonna win every time, ladies and gentlemen. Just like when you go to the casino, you play the machines or you play blackjack or wherever your favorite game is. You're not gonna win every time, but when you do win, you win big.
Feels
you
good.
win some money.
So feels great.
Feels great. I know, man. With the money I won, my wife like, let's go out to eat. So I took everybody out to eat.
Look, anytime you can turn $5 into $200, that's a win any day.
Man, my daughter like, can I get dessert? Like, yeah, go ahead.
You get whatever you want.
So yeah, so check us out. The link is in the show notes. If y'all want to click on the link, like I said, it's free advice. We give y'all what we betting, how we betting the same thing. So yeah, all y'all do is just sign up, man, and click our link, and that's it. So, all right, guys. Anything else y'all want to bring up before we end the show?
That's a good show, man. Go check out these Warriors and Lakers.
As Mr. Pop say, good show from I don't know, y'all know the regular show.
Oh yeah.
Remember, you know what Mr. Pop say? He said, "Good show." That would remind me of who you said that. I need that sound bit, man. That's another sound bit I need. Good show. Good show.
Find that one.
Yeah, I gotta find out. That's our little jingle right there. So we'll be back possibly Friday. If not, check out Instagram, check out Twitter, TikTok, Facebook. We post on there and interact with us. We like to talk to people who leave comments and argue. I stay arguing with people. Y'all just don't know. So leave y'all opinions. Let me know how wrong I am so I can tell you how right I am. So,
that's right.
I'm not wrong. I'm right. So yeah, if you want to argue with me and tell me your opinion, just jump in the comments and we'll get chatting. So, but I did have to start talking to one guy like, this dude hit me up like I say one thing, I forgot what we were arguing about.
No,
what was it?
You should see me.
LeBron James. He was arguing about LeBron James, MJ. Kai said MJ the GOAT. And then you start arguing, and he said, "What about 96?" He said, "What about 96?" I said, "What about it?" Cause he was talking about Jordan and who he had playing with him. He said, "What about 96?" I said, "What about 96?" Then he was like, "Oh, never mind." He looked at the roster. He was like, "You trying to say they had a whole bunch of superstars?" I was like, "Nah, dog, he didn't have a whole bunch of superstars."
Bro, I'll be fighting for my life defending Chris Paul in my group chat. I be getting jumped.
What is it that they attacking you about Chris Paul about?
Everything. They said he always choke in the playoffs. They said he's not a top 10 point guard.
That's not fair.
I had some of my homeboys.
It's hard. Look, but
they said Derrick Rose better than him. I said,
snap. Derrick Rose was elite. He was like
because he was
because
of the Twitch.
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, what's so bad about Tyler though when you fight hard for a guy and they just keep losing? So now you just like
No, you should have seen
That's
my
the
phone.
problem.
you
When he
got to
got
fit
hurt,
even harder.
when he got hurt, oh my god, I almost turned my phone off.
People don't give people their. It's like you have to win a championship to be recognized, and that is so unfair. Because like Chris Paul, for instance, let me talk about that real fast. Everywhere Chris Paul has been, there's been success. Who can all say that? Who can say that? The Clippers,
Especially at his age.
oh my
At
goodness, the
his
Donald
age,
Sterling
he did
stuff.
it.
The Hurricane Katrina with the Pelicans and the Hornets at the time. When he got there, they went to the Western Conference Finals with Tyson Chandler, David West. It's everywhere, Chris. Even though if people want to say choked or whatever, he took the Clippers from nothing to something. What happened to Blake Griffin and DeAndre Jordan after Chris Paul? The only reason the Clippers didn't win anything is because they couldn't get along. That's why they didn't win anything.
Yeah, they did. What Chris Paul was having beef with Blake.
Yeah, Blake thought that
he kept.
was. Yeah.
Blake thought he was. The only thing about CP I can say, yeah, he just keep getting hurt. That's the only thing.
The Rockets now. They bring up the Rockets incident because of what happened. The Rockets was on the verge of going to the finals.
He got hurt.
If he didn't get hurt. Yep.
Got hurt. They would have won it that year.
Yeah,
got hurt.
They would have won. So T-Right, keep fighting, man. I fight every day for Drew. God, he get disrespected a lot. I fight every day for who else?
You don't win no championship in basketball.
I've been fighting that good chance. I've been fighting that good fight a while. Oh, you don't. You suck if you don't win no championship in basketball.
No, exactly. Like this year, I gotta fight for Dak again, so that don't disappoint. Well, it's hard to fight for that. It's hard to fight for that because I don't like the Cowboys. So I can't like, oh yeah, I want Dak to do good, but also I don't want the Cowboys to win. So I'm kind of like in between. So
that's like our mortal enemy outside of the Falcons.
Exactly. That's why I can't like. I want Dak to do good, but dang, I want the Cowboys to suck. And the Cowboys suck. Gonna hurt Dak.
Dak in the same predicament, if not worse.
Y'all ever been to a Saints Falcons game?
Ooh, I bet that's filthy.
What?
I almost got into it with this guy at Hibbits one time. He was a 49ers fan. He was a 49ers fan. We almost got into it.
They say that used to be a rivalry.
It was. The 49ers owned us too, though. But you already know what that team had. So, but yeah, me and the 49ers fan got into it. I had to start talking to him because I feel like we're going to exchange blows.
I had
to get away from him, bro. Like we were going back and forth. We started. It turned out to like a normal conversation. Then it got kind of heated, and we started yelling. I was like, man, I'm stop talking to this guy. I always try to be civilized, but I take little comments. I take little jabs. He didn't like it, so it is what it is.
Don't go to no game doing that, Ben. Outside the Superdome. They gonna beat you up. They gonna talk to somebody drunk. They gonna be able to let it go.
Nah, I know it's right, bro. It's crazy. It's just something about the 49ers and Cowboys and the Falcons that get me riled up, man. They get me riled up. So, all right, guys. Thank y'all for tuning into the show. Like I said, like and subscribe, share with family and friends. Right now, our sub goal is 100 subscribers. We're at 62 right now. So help us reach our goal. We love the support. So we over here chugging along. We have 62 subscribers right now. We aiming for 100. So like and subscribe.
Like it up.
Thank y'all. All right, guys. We are out of here. We'll see y'all this week, maybe next week.
Peace.
Until the end. Yes, sir.